scientists, it's PS Science time. Today, we're talking about upcycling. Hey scientists, I was just working on my castle. What do you think? I call it Sciencelandia. It's where I'm going to put all of my science people. Do you notice anything interesting about my castle? I mean, it's not the best, but hey, I made it out of things that I had around my house. When we think about waste, the things that we don't need anymore, they can go in different categories. They don't all just go in one bin. You can separate your trash into glass, paper, and some plastics. In some places, you just put all of these things into one bin. And in some places, you can separate out your technology trash, things that are electronic, into e-waste, and even your metals. All of this is recyclable. Recycling means that they break it down and make it into something new. Things that come from nature, like plant and vegetable scraps, and will break down and decompose back into soil, can be separated into its own bin. This is called composting. But what about the things that you throw in your trash can? Things that can't or don't get recycled. Where do they end up? They end up in a landfill. The clear kind of plastics, like the ones on snack packages and chip bags, are not recyclable. Thicker plastics, like this pretzel container, the ones that have the little triangle symbol on the bottom, these are usually recyclable. But just because something is recyclable doesn't mean you have to recycle it. No, don't put it in the landfill. You can reuse it. When you reuse something, you can clean it out and then just keep using it over and over again instead of throwing it away. So now that all these pretzels are gone, I could use this tub to store my science models when I'm not working with them in Sciencelandia. Ta-da! But storing science models isn't that much different than storing pretzel balls. So reusing doesn't really change the purpose of the item. Upcycling is when you take an item and then you think of a creative way to reuse it. How can I be creative with this? If I had just taken the things out of this box and put new stuff in it and stored it away the way that a box does, that would just be reusing it, which is still great. I'm still making less waste. But instead, I changed it to something else that I can use in a different way. I made Sciencelandia. This is upcycling. There are lots of ways to upcycle and lots of materials you can use to do it. I love to save old egg cartons because there's so many different things you can do with them. Egg cartons are great because they have these little pockets so you can store your collections or use them to plant an herb garden. Add a little soil to each pocket on your egg carton. Bury your seeds. A little more soil. Add a little water. Find a sunny spot and wait for your plants to grow. Check your soil every day, and if it's dry, make sure you water it. Once your plants start growing, you can transfer them either to a garden in the ground or into a bigger pot. You can even find a reusable container to use as a pot. I reuse a box to hold all of my reusable things in case I'm bored and I want to do a little bit of upcycling and I want to do a project. That's where I found the stuff for Sciencelandia. Let's see, what else could I use in here? These are cool. I know. Oh, sorry. I'm finished. So a paper towel tube, a toilet paper tube, some tape, and a couple of markers. And look what I made. A new toy. Try upcycling at home, scientists, and have some fun. Bye. Okay, scientists. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy that lesson? Subscribe below to see more fun science videos. You can also become a member of PS Science on Patreon to support what we're doing. See you next time!